8 quotes by Albert Einstein that will change how you think as a researcher, as a scientist today. Albert Einstein is considered one of the most finest minds of the smartest researchers in the history of mankind. So smart that after his death, the pathologist who inspected his body stole his brain. You can imagine how valuable this gentleman was to the scientific community that till today, we listen stories about him. Today, in the 21st century, it is worth knowing a few facts from him, which will certainly help you as a researcher, as a bioscientist, and I'm going to tell you all those things today. Let's get started. Number 1. It's not that I am so smart, but I stay with the questions much longer. Albert Einstein. Nowadays, there are many paths to success, but one common thing, one similarity which you will find in almost all the successful people is persistence. Now, do you think Einstein came across his inventions just by coincidence? No, absolutely not. His work was a result of decades and decades of research and hard work and experimentation. So, you also need to learn this aspect. If you want to become a successful researcher, you need to know this. Whenever you give up too early, you are giving up on opportunities to win. Whenever you feel like giving up on your research project or your PhD dream, take a few minutes out. Ask yourself why you started in the first place. If something is essential, you will definitely find a way to stick to it and make it work. Quote number 2, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Another very important quote from Albert Einstein. In this quote, Einstein was writing a letter actually to his son in 1930, and this quote was found there. Now let's see how you can apply this quote in your research career. Now, everything you want in your career is on the other side of the consistency and hard work. And moving on is only going to pay off. No matter how hard the situation might seem, whatever you do, always stay in motion. Great things never come from your comfort zone. So stop living in your comfort zone. They definitely don't come if you're lazy. Being curious and in motion will help you keep your balance and enrich your life in many, many ways. Quote number 3, you don't have to know everything. You just have to know where to find it. Very interesting and nice quote by Albert Einstein. In 1921, Einstein was asked about the speed of sound, and he replied that he didn't know. Of course, because he didn't carry such information in his brain, in his mind. He said, if it is readily available in books, why should I carry it here? Now, let us implement this in 21st century in your career. Today, you have access to more information than ever before. You are undergoing information overload. You can find answers to most questions through your smartphones within a few minutes or a few seconds using Google or any other app or device. So never waste your brain power to memorize unnecessary information. Any information that can be easily stored somewhere else, and you can find it in just a few seconds. Every single day, we have to take thousands of decisions. Okay? So with each decision, our energy level goes down. It falls. And we have to be mindful. We have to be productive, because it becomes harder to memorize a lot of information. And all this makes it even worse. What you should do instead is setting up digital information management systems. Like you save your data into an app called any.do or Evernote or Google Drive or Dropbox. You can store it there and retrieve it whenever you need. No need to memorize everything. Once you have arranged these tools, you will be able to find all the data you need easily. This will allow you to use your precious brain power for more critical tasks, such as making important decisions for your life. Additionally, always stay away from gossip. Gossip in any form is just a piece of unwanted information that sounds interesting, but it is useless for you, for your life. Quote number 4, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited in this world. Imagination encircles the world. In 1929, in an interview, Einstein explained how he often knew that he was right without even experimenting, without knowing why. He shared that it's his intuition telling him that he must be right with an assumption. In his book, Cosmic Religion and Other Opinions and Aphorism, Einstein refers to this statement as follows. At times, I feel certain I am right, while not knowing the reason. When the eclipse of 1919 confirmed my intuition, I was not the least surprised. In fact, I would have been astonished had it not turned out to be otherwise. As a scientist, your imagination is more important and valuable than the knowledge you possess. Knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. It is, strictly speaking, a real factor in scientific research. Unquote. Nowadays, too often we try to be logical and live out our lives in what should be done instead of listening to our inner voice, our intuitions. Yet the truth is, our intuition, our creative imaginations can take us to places where no logic can take us, no logic can dare to enter. Whenever you feel stuck in life, chances are that you are overcomplicating a situation. Without listening to your intuition, you have to listen to your intuition, imagination. Then only you can reach out to beautiful places where knowledge and logic can take you to limited places. It will make you feel stuck. Life can be so much easier if you listen to your inner voice and allow it to guide you through challenging times, difficult times. Number 5, a clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Now, in this quote, what I want to tell you is most researchers feel overwhelmed whenever they face challenges in their experiment. As soon as they find a mistake or a problem, they start to look for a solution. Yet, what we should do instead of looking for that root cause, we should look for the problem and avoid it altogether, instead of just trying to solve it. If you're open to change, you will be able to eliminate so many of your daily hurdles, daily struggles, just by changing the way you think and the way you live. Every time you feel stuck in your life and don't know how to keep going, look for that little insecurities and problems you face and figure out how to avoid those. Next time you face a problem in your experiment or in your life, no matter how big or small, whatever it is, ask yourself how you could have avoided it. Maybe you could ask someone for help. Maybe you could purchase a higher quality product or raw material for your experiment. Quite often, we face the same daily problems over and over again. Looking for the cause of those can save you a lot of precious time and energy in the long run. Quote number 6. If A is success in life, then A equals to X plus Y plus Z, where X is work, Y is play, Z is keeping your mouth shut. Now, even though Einstein had a great work ethic and contributed a lot to the society and modern science in many ways, he didn't forget to have fun and relax. His idea of fun, of course, would have been little different than most people's preference nowadays. Yet, he was aware that relaxation is as important as focused work. But the most surprising part of Einstein's formula is success is keeping your mouth shut. Now, contrary to many people of today, Einstein didn't feel the urge to be a constant talker, keep talking. Instead, he preferred to be quiet. He didn't feel the urge to prove himself and demonstrate his ideas. That's not necessary, that's what he felt. Everyone loves talking nowadays, but only a few people enjoy listening. Einstein was one of those. He made the use of the power of listening and preferred to listen in order to influence people. Remember, if you want to be a great scientist, great scientists are not known for what they say, but for what they do. If you want to be remembered and respected, make sure to listen to more than you talk. And whatever you do, don't forget to find a balance in between work and play. Nothing of those should be extra. Moving ahead, quote number 7, a happy man is too satisfied with the present to dwell too much on the future. Even though bad things will always happen, it's up to us to choose whether to focus on the good things or the bad things. Most of the time, life isn't a ball of cherries, but it's certainly easier if you accept that you are the creator of your own reality around you. You don't need to be cheerful all the time, but no matter how hard the things are, you can always choose to focus on the brighter side of the life instead of the dull side part of the life. Whenever you are unhappy, it's either because you are worrying too much about the past or about the uncertain future. But the truth is, we can't influence either the past or the future. The past is gone and the future is uncertain. So what should you do? The only thing you can do is focus on today, focus on the present moment, and make the most out of it, out of every day. Number 8, you have to learn the rules of the game and then play. Then you have to play better than anyone else. Last quote for this video, but very important. Einstein was an avid reader, learner, and listener. And this quote from him clearly indicates and guides the 21st century researcher to first learn, then execute it perfectly. We should not attempt to be a mediocre scientist. Rather, we must learn the craft better than anyone else, and then play it better than anyone else. That's it. No extra thing needed. So these were the 8 important quotes from the legend himself, Albert Einstein. Let us know in the comments section which one you liked, which quote you have already adopted in your life, which one you're going to adopt next, which one you heard for the first time at Biotechnica. At Biotechnica, we are on a mission to enrich the lives of biosciences students, researchers, and bioprofessionals just like you. This video was a small token of our appreciation towards the good work bioscientists and biosciences community is doing towards the world. We'll keep making more such videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching this one, and see you in our next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.